Welcome back. Doctors at Queen Elizabeth Hospital have denied giving lawmaker Tam Yu-chung special treatment when they let him jump the queue to undergo an operation. The hospital did admit the arrangement deviated from normal procedures. Winna Wong tells us more.
After weeks of probing, an independent investigation panel for the incident released its report today. It concluded that the incident did not involve political interests or transfer of benefits. Chairman of the investigation panel, Ho Hugh-fai, said Tam had indeed skipped steps to see his doctor because they had first met on a social occasion, where they discussed his condition, a polyp in his ear.
I'd like to stress that there is no advancement of time in the sense that because the patient has suffered from conditions which the doctor considers serious. So it belongs to the P1, what we call the priority 1. That means that it is an urgent case and it has to be seen within 2 weeks.
Ho added the doctor officially attended to Tam at his clinic about 10 days after they first met. He explained staff decided to add Tam to the surgery list on the same day after checking there were only 4 other minor surgeries, and 1 patient did not show up. As for staff allowing Tam and his family to enter the staff area as they awaited his surgery, the hospital had this to say.
We acknowledge that the concerned patient, who is a public figure, might require some degree or some arrangement to protect his privacy. But then, as the panel said, there could have been some other alternative arrangement instead of directing the patient and their relatives inside the staff area in the operating theater.
Lo says the hospital will deal with the staff involved according to hospital authority procedures. Winna Wong, TVB News.
A study shows that 1 in 4 diabetes patients develop other related diseases. Rachel Leung takes a look at the implications for treatment.
Mr. Lam, who's 39 years old, found out 5 years ago that he's suffering from diabetes. He told reporters that at the time he drank 3 to 4 cans of soft drinks every day. A study by the Chinese University of Hong Kong observed more than 25,000 diabetic patients. Research found that 1 in 4 patients developed other diabetes-related diseases. These include diabetic heart disease, diabetic kidney disease, and diabetic obesity.
Essentially, diabetes is a condition of high blood glucose, high blood sugars. And with the high blood sugars, this leads to very chronic high blood glucose leads to inflammation. And this can lead to, if it's not controlled well, it can lead to damage to the small vessels, particularly affecting the kidneys and the eye, as well as the nerve as well. And this can lead to what we know as diabetic kidney disease and diabetic eye disease.
Its study showed that diabetic patients have a 2 to 4 times higher chance of dying from these diabetes-related diseases. Researchers say good disease management plays an important role in helping patients.
They have hypertension, they have high blood pressure, high lipids as well. So it's very easy in a very busy clinic when you have so many patients waiting outside the clinic. You only focus on 1 or 2 risk factors and you omit the other risk factors.
Doctors say diabetes is no longer only about lowering blood glucose levels, but also maintaining the health of heart and kidney. Patients are urged to stay away from sugary drinks or fatty foods and to exercise daily. Rachel Leung, TVB News.
In more overseas news, Muslims are calling for tighter security in America after 2 violent attacks on Muslims outside of mosques. A Muslim doctor headed for prayers at a mosque in Houston and was shot and wounded by 3 masked men on Sunday. That brazen attack came 1 day after a Muslim man was beaten outside of a Florida mosque. The Texas victim was ambushed and shot twice. He's undergoing surgery and is expected to survive. I gave it my best shot, but sometimes that's not enough. That's according to Chris Evans, who's quitting as host of Top Gear amid plummeting ratings. Evans is stepping down from the BBC's flagship car show after just 1 series into its relaunch. The program failed to draw a big audience since it relaunched in May with former Friends star Matt LeBlanc joining Evans as co-host. It attracted just 1.9 million viewers to its season finale on Sunday. But that is down from 5.8 million viewers when the outspoken trio of Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May were at the helm. All right, Chris, what do you have for us today?
On the grass in London, seven-time Wimbledon champ Roger Federer through to the quarterfinals after a straight sets win over American Steve Johnson at Wimbledon. Also in the last eight, and a potential rival to Federer this year, is 2013 champion Andy Murray. The Scot saw off the threat from rising Australian star Nick Kyrgios, who started brightly but faded as the match went on. Murray won it